Our schools are failing our children, and it's not a matter of geography. All our schools are failing all our children. As a matter of fact, we spend $16, $17 million a year busing our kids around to schools all over the city. So, you know, we have kids from the south side that are going to school in the west side of the city, and vice versa. We need to change that reality. And the first thing we need to do is we need to take control back from the state. The takeover has had very poor results. You know, you can chalk that up to the pandemic, you can chalk it up to bureaucracy. Ultimately, our kids can't wait. They don't stop growing while reform takes place. We need reform to take place as soon as possible. And one of the ways that we need to do this is to make sure that we're investing more in our education, that we're hiring qualified teachers that reflect the reality of this community, and that we're implementing changes in our schools, improving our school infrastructure, which we've already started through bond initiatives, but improving it in a way that's responsive to the needs of classrooms and of families in the modern era, and not simply remodeling 80-year-old buildings to their original splendor. We also need to make sure that we're hiring quality teachers and that they're being properly compensated. And we also really need to focus on teaching and learning. We need to get back to teaching and learning. And one of the challenges that we've had is that education has become this toxic political football where everybody is so busy blaming each other that we've forgotten to talk about actual teaching and learning. So we're constantly enmeshed in arguments over benefits, the length of the school day, seniority, and all these things that impact the adults in the room and really don't impact the youth. And I will tell you, in my personal experience, we talk about experience, I sat through days of negotiations with the teachers union, and I can tell you that most of the conversation was not centered around teaching and learning. It was centered around adult-based issues, budgetary issues, benefits, and that sort of thing. We need to change that conversation. And finally, the last piece we need to do is we need to bring some consistency to our education. We're always cycling through curriculum. We're cycling through administrators. We're changing education approaches and education philosophy, and we don't even give it enough time to see what sticks and what works. And I think that this constant quest for the better is really hurting our children, and it's hurting morale amongst our teachers, and it's really not contributing at all to improving the quality of our education. And I plan on changing all that when I become mayor and when we retain control of the school district. Thank you.